Well, while bourbon is a celebrated part of Kentucky's history, culture, and commerce, one of the main ingredients in the bourbon recipe has been kept under wraps until now.
Well, as it turns out, the Bourbon Trail does not just wind through rural Kentucky. WHAS 11's Joe Arnold is here to reveal how a Louisville manufacturing plant will soon welcome visitors on the Bourbon Trail here. Joe?
That's right, Gary. Well, a bourbon barrel is not just a tank where bourbon is stored. It is what gives the whiskey most of its flavor. This step back in time is within a half-mile of Louisville International Airport. And for the first time, Brown-Forman is opening these cooperage doors to you. Since Bluegrass Cooperage was founded more than 50 years ago, they've added as much technology as they can. But it takes skilled hands to craft these white oak bourbon barrels. Louisville-based Brown-Forman, the only spirits company in the world to make its own new barrels.
We know that oak barrels were introduced to the world by the Romans over 2,000 years ago. Now, they didn't have all this equipment, but we are following the same processes today that they did 2,000 years ago.
The cooperage produces more than 1,200 barrels a day, and until now, only industry insiders and their friends have been able to get inside to witness this ancient art, its intense sound, and the smell of burning oak, a key ingredient.
Color, about 50 to 60% of their flavor and aroma. By toasting and charring these barrels, we activate natural flavors, colors, and aroma bits that are in the wood.
Beginning in March, a new visitor center will welcome tourists on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. The tours were planned long before Kentucky lawmakers approved a 6% sales tax on the liquor sold in Kentucky, and long before the resulting protest. A Brown-Forman vice president says these tours will show the faces behind Kentucky's signature spirits.
So I think people just need to realize that, you know, it's everybody who's involved. It's not just the retail package store that's going to be paying the 6% tax come a couple weeks.
Like other manufacturing plant tours, there's a yellow stripe here where you can walk and keep here for safety. But unlike other tours, here the product literally rolls right in front of you. Big crowds won't have to dodge those barrel rolls. Tours will be limited to a couple dozen people twice a week, exclusively through the paid Mint Julep tours.
It's culture, it's history, it's tradition. Our motto is the purpose of fun is to have it. So we do it with a lot of education, but also a lot of fun. And they leave the driving to us.
Brown-Forman says they also want to show visitors that their efforts are environmentally friendly.
Sustainability is very important to us. Our wood waste goes into a boiler that we use to dry the wood material. And we partnered with the University of Tennessee to help replenish, when we can, the forests.
Again, nothing is wasted in this process. You may have heard, by the way, about some barrels that are sold for trash receptacles or consumer use. Those are the mistakes. Mint Julep tours can also include distilleries and horse farms. Those tours typically cost between $100 and $150 per person. Now, we have links to the tours, to the cooperage, as well as to our behind-the-scenes video, all right now on WHAS11.com. Joe Arnold, WHAS 11 News.